It was this idea of survival and outdoor sports, but then this idea of sartorial characters, bringing those two worlds together with this idea of function.
I love the jacket, even winter jackets, so I'm actually going to be looking cool and warm at the same time.
There's a real sense of coziness of designers looking for comfort in clothes, and Calvin Klein was such a great example of that with the hand knits.
I think Calvin Klein was the best show that he's done in a long time.
The story is sort of shifting. Obviously, we have Donna, we have Ralph, but there's so much energy with young designers like Alex Wang, with Joseph Altuzarra.
I really loved what Joseph Altuzarra did this season. I thought he really hit on a collection that felt true to him and true to what he does. Very luxurious, very adult, very mature.
It was very much about a very simple volume that can be worn in a lot of different ways. And there's something so subversive about doing something so simple, and I really liked that.
Prensa School, it's a kind of standard bearer label for the future of New York fashion.
I totally agree. I think the Europeans wait all week for the Prensa Schooler show. A lot of the silhouettes evoked couture.
Bringing that creativity and humor and energy and speed and all those elements back into the conversation.
They've really evolved into like real fashion designers, modern, young. They represent our age.
I loved Mark by Marc Jacobs, a totally new, wild direction. It felt very young, it felt very modern.
Beautiful and chic, gutsy and powerful and raw and aggressive, and it was such a rebirth of this essentially brilliantly cool, iconically American brand.
It's 40 years of the wrap dress this year, but the interesting thing is the fact that it can still look relevant for today.
It's important to understand early in life what door is going to be your door, and then stick to it. Stick to it.
Back in the 80s, in London you had to be quirky, and in Milan you had to be tailored, and in Paris you had to be extravagant, and in New York you had to be sporty. And I think all of that's so old-fashioned, the walls came crumbling down. Now you wouldn't even really describe anything that way, because quite frankly you might have all of those moods in one day and mix it all together.